So we have, what's this, journal number 5. This is Adeline. Again, I think she's the 5 by 8 or 5 1/4 by 8. 68 pages front and back. This lovely, I think it's AOL paper. I can't remember now. I think it is over canvas. That's the back. See, there's quite a lot of bits and bobs coming out of this one. And this lovely pale green sari silk. If I can get it open, there we go. So she's quite full. That's what it looks like. And let's go through briefly. So let's take this out a minute. Pocket with a tag. That's on tea stain paper. This, you can see the canvas that's sort of lining the cover. Got this little book page with a couple of, this is a cigarette card and another photograph. Got a pocket. That's a digital, but I really can't remember whose it is. And this page is some antique document. And in there we've got an old magazine page. There we go. One little journal card that I've just made from a book page. Again, it's on tea-dyed paper. This is another digital. I think that might be Amity Bloom. And then on this, sorry, turning my pages together. So this is Amity Bloom. This is from an old calendar. I've dressed that up with a ruffle. And then in here we've got some vintage note paper, document from 1907. And this is a Tim Holtz image in there. This is some tea-dyed paper, book page, this bit of masking paper and stamping that I've done. This is a document from 1916. It was quite delicate, so I've lined it with some cream paper. This is French book page. We've just got an over the page journaling card, which I've made from, oh, I'm not doing very well with my speaking this morning, I'm sorry. Got a headache, maybe that's the problem. Edith Holden. Get there in it. There we go. Just hides that. And this side, this is just a flap of fabric and a little bit of a dangle here. A little bit of stamping at the bottom there as well. It's got a flower fairy in. This is some vintage ledger. Pocket on this side with book page, an old London, that's from an old London A to Z. And this, I think, is a Mrs. Cog image that I've dressed up a little bit here with some flowers and beads and lace. This is a really old book page from Roxy at Roxy Creations. Some stenciling. This is from chapter 1. And in that one, I've got some magazine, French magazine embroidery pattern. Just a little snippet of that, and a postcard. It's not written on, it just says Miss J Bud on the back, but obviously the colours went nicely. Here I've got a birthday card over this page. It's cut down a little bit. I thought the images were nice on that, and I was also trying to leave room in this book for writing. I mean, obviously all of my books can be written in. You can just take all the ephemera out, all the bits and bobs out of the pockets and do your own thing with those. This is another magazine page from the 1920s. This is quite a tight fit and just a little journal tag there, journaling tag. That's our centre. In here I've got a document. Not sure of the date of that one. Looks quite old though, doesn't it? Certainly well foxed, as they say. Here's a page from an old Peterson magazine. That's from the 1800s, late 1800s. And another Mrs. Cog image. And this side I've pinned, this is from Stamperia, and then a couple of old vintage book pages with one of those little Tim Holtz mini clips. Here we've got a book page, decorated library card and a cigarette card cut out from one of the albums, cigarette card albums. A bit more stenciling, French book page in here. This is a piece that I've cut from Victorian scrapbook, I suppose, from 1877. And this is a little card made from a Beatrix Potter book. In this pocket we have, this is an original document. I don't know if there's a date on it. It's French, but I don't know, it's just lovely writing, isn't it, on those. The purple out probably. And then I've just made a little funny shaped tag, copying those computer cards, the shape of those, just to fit in that pocket. This is an envelope made from an old book page, a little bit delicate. In there there's a cabinet card, an original. Just have to be careful that doesn't tear. Another wraparound. See what I've been trying to do on this one really. This is just a journal card made from a couple of book pages and some brightly coloured sari silk. There's a lot in this one. Another journal card. It's just from a book page. Lovely image. Another dangle. This is a card that I've made. More of that calendar page, but I've covered a fair bit of it up there. In this pocket there's a document, or part of a document. I think this was a scrap that I got from somewhere. This is from the Atlas, and this is a postcard from 1919. And in the back, if you're still with me after this really slow video, sorry about this. I did cut this one down slightly because it really, I couldn't squish it in whole, but it's just a little bit off the top and the bottom. And this is from 1832. And the front article is Warwick Castle, which is literally 10 miles up the road from me, somewhere we visit occasionally. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.